Hey guys, welcome back. Now, as the crypto market has been struggling recently, and many people have been saying this was a double top and the big crypto bull run is now over. Well, I did want to share some analysis done by Cathie Wood and the team at Ark Invest, as they believe this is not a cycle top. So in this video, we'll be looking at 3 charts. Chart number 1 has been done by Ark Invest. Chart number 2 is also by Ark Invest. And then we'll finish with chart number 3, which is one that I personally like to keep an eye on. And we'll try to answer the question, is this bull market over? As always, if you do enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like. Always appreciated. Okay, first up is chart number 1, and I'm going to hand you over to the recent analysis done by Yassine El-Mandra, and he is the head analyst at Ark Invest when it comes to cryptocurrency. Ready? Let's do this.
The most popular example is the market value to realized value, or MVRV ratio. So basically the MVRV ratio is the market capitalization divided by the realized capitalization, which measures the price of Bitcoin relative to the average cost basis of all market participants. So just to make a distinction between market cap and realized cap, market cap aggregates the value of all Bitcoin in circulation at current prices, whereas realized cap values each Bitcoin at the price of its last move, which is basically a proxy for cost basis. So when MVRV is below 1, as you can see in the chart, the aggregate market is standing at a loss, which historically has marked cyclical bottoms. Conversely, when market cap rises dramatically relative to the average cost, Bitcoin is typically poised for large-scale profit taking. So when looking at the chart, historically, Bitcoin tops out when the MVRV ratio surpasses 4. Where are we today? You can see MVRV is now standing at around 3, which is a range typically associated with neutral territory. The realized profits to value ratio, or the RPV ratio. In the RPV ratio, this basically is the realized on-chain profits in USD divided by the realized capitalization, which measures the difference between daily profit-taking behavior and the buyer's average cost basis. So a ratio of 1, which theoretically is impossible and it has never really occurred, but it would indicate that every Bitcoin is moving on that particular day. Historically, as you can see in the chart, when profit takers have moved around 2% of their holdings or more in one day, the market hits a cyclical top. Conversely, when they've moved only around 0.001% of their coins in a day, the market is in the process of bottoming. So if you can see where we are today, after reaching pretty high, significant levels of exuberance when we hit 64K earlier this year, the RPV ratio has pretty much reset to much healthier levels, and again shows that we are in neutral territory, or pretty much in the middle of the market cycle. You can dive into the 4 other original metrics we published in part 3 by visiting our website, ark-invest.com.
And finishing with one of my favorite charts, which is the good old stock to flow ratio. And although this is Bitcoin's price since inception, I do use this as a proxy for the crypto market, as when Bitcoin rallies, the whole market rallies. When Bitcoin crashes, the whole market crashes. So one of the great things that this chart shows is the 4-year cycles, which happen around the halving events. And the halving events are in blue, so we had a halving event here, here, and here, and it seems to be a repeatable pattern. We have these huge bull markets into a deep crypto winter, a halving event, then a huge bull market cycle, a deep crypto winter into a halving event, a huge bull market cycle, a deep crypto winter into a halving event, and this is where we're at right now. And so stock to flow is predicting that in this market cycle, Bitcoin's going to be around the $100,000 mark. And as this is an average, it means the price has to shoot above it. and go back below it for it to be an average. So it's still way below the $100,000 mark. And just note that yes, this was created by Plan B, who has done some recent predictions, but his predictions were based off his floor analysis and not stock to flow. Just to clear that up, as stock to flow is predicting 100,000 for this market cycle. And this is just another indicator that we aren't yet in a blow-off stage. And the last thing that I want to show you is we'll take these halving events and we'll line them all up together, which is done here. So this is lined up from the time of the halving, and this is cycle number 1 here. This is cycle number 2 in orange, and this is where we're at with the current one in green. So one of the things to notice is that there's not a lot of data, but they are suggesting that they're getting longer. So from this cycle all the way to the top of this cycle, it's about 4 months. And we've actually only just passed this mark. But if it were to repeat again, we do have about 4 months before we get to a market top. So from what I can see, everything is indicating that this isn't yet the cycle top. So we just looked at 3 charts to try to determine if this double top was the end of the market cycle. First was the MVRV, the market value to realized value ratio, and this was done by Yassine El-Mandra. Then the RPV, the realized profits to value ratio, and Yassine said this is just reset to more healthier levels. So again, it looks neutral. And then we finish with the good old stock to flow ratio, which says we are still way under the $100,000 per Bitcoin, which is the average for this market cycle. So does this mean that this is 100% not a market top? No, but they all just indicate that it isn't, and that this will be carrying on onwards and upwards well into next year. And then add to all this the news and developments that are just flooding into crypto, so much that it's now hard to keep track of. The fundamentals have never been stronger either. So there you are, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Do you think we've hit a cycle top? Let me know below. For now, just to say, if you did enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like. Always appreciated. If you haven't yet subscribed, then click below and join us. Got some great videos coming up that you don't want to miss. Okay, cheers guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.